All right, so kindergarten, yesterday we had a visit from Mrs. Hart. And she kind of gave us a challenge. What did she ask us to do? What did she ask us to do? Emma?
She asked us to research on different kinds of bugs to see which bugs are harmful and which bugs are helpful.
Okay, so she wants us to do some research to find out which bugs are helpful and which bugs are harmful. Why does she want us to do that? Why is she interested in knowing that, Anthony?
She wants to know what animals and she's messing up her garden.
Because she's a gardener and she wants to know which bugs are good for the garden and which bugs are not so good for the garden. So she wants us to do some research, and we kind of talked about ways that we can find things like that out. Where are some places we can go to find that information? What are some things we can do? Carmela?
You could read a book.
You could read a book, and I'm going to stop you there. I'm so glad you said that because that's what scientists do. Okay, Yulik? That's what scientists do. They read books to find information. So I have this question on our paper today. Why do scientists read? Why do scientists read? What's so important about scientists reading? Why do they do that, Yulik? We're going to make a list with all of the reasons that we can think of about why it's so important for scientists to read. Why do you think?
So they can know about garbage and bugs.
Okay, so they can find out new information, right? And in this case, it would be about gardens and bugs.
Because she keeps seeing interesting things in her garden and she thinks it's from some bugs and stuff, so we need to find out what's harmful.
Right. So to find new information, why else might they read? Why else, besides finding new information, think about what a scientist does. Why is it so important that they read? Sage?
It is so important that they read because if they didn't read, they'd have to figure it out in their head, and it's because all in their head gets sort of busy, and that wouldn't give you all the information because people might know more than you, and they might tell you in a book about things, and a really awesome writer might say, no, I don't think it's a good book. Maybe we could add some more details and tell them if they could add some more about bugs or something.
Okay, so they want to make sure their knowledge, what's in their head, is true, right? So they want to make sure. They might think, I think ladybugs can come in different colors. Well, they can go in a book and make sure that's true, right, Marie? Okay, how do scientists sit? How do scientists sit? Thank you. Like Katie?
I can't because I'm squished.
And Yulik? Okay. To make sure their knowledge is true. Why else?
This weekend, can I have to the bathroom? I need to go to the bathroom too.
Any other reasons you can think of about why scientists read? Okay. Sophia?
If they don't know how to read, then they won't know how to be a scientist.
That's right, because books are very important. So actually,
Or they can get a picture of books
they can look at the pictures. And yes. I'm going to have you wait until this is over, okay? And then we're all going to go. Okay. Right. So to find new information, make sure their knowledge is true. Scientists also teach other people things. Did you know that? So they read books to teach others. And that's what we're going to be doing, okay? Those 3 things are the very important ways that scientists read books, okay? And we're going to be doing that while we are finding our research on insects and why they are helpful or harmful to the garden. So why do scientists read? To find new information, which we're going to do, to make sure their knowledge is true, because some of us know about bugs already, but we want to double check that our knowledge, what's in our brain, is true. I see you, hang on. And the last thing that they read for is to teach others. And we're going to be teaching each other all about different bugs by reading our special scientist books. Yes, James?
Emily's like squishy me.
Make a good choice. I've asked you about this several times this week. Okay. One way that scientists do that is by finding books that they need. Now, what's on the cover of this book?
Ladybug.
A ladybug. Is a ladybug an insect?
Yes.
Yes. So is this a book that I should be reading right now?
Yes.
Absolutely. This is a book about ladybugs. So I am going to see what I can find about ladybugs. Now, the first thing that we are going to be reading our book for today, I'll get to you in a second, okay, is about what insects need. What do they need? Now, we need certain things, but we may not know everything an insect needs to grow and to live. Right, Emma? Okay. So I am going to try and read this book and figure out what ladybugs need, okay? Now remember, we talked about this. Am I going to know all of the words in this book, maybe?
No.
Maybe not. Maybe I will. I might know some, but that's okay. So if I can't read every single word in this book, what should I be doing? What should I, someone just say it.
Look at the pictures.
Oh, I'm so glad you know that. Look at the pictures. Okay? Because the pictures can tell us just as much as the words can sometimes. So I'm looking for needs of a ladybug. What a ladybug needs, okay? Am I looking for what it looks like?
No.
How about its life cycle?
No.
Just what it needs, right? So I have to make sure that the facts that I'm finding are only about the needs of the ladybug. So this is how I'm going to do that. Okay, ladybugs, red, fiery, and bright. Okay, this looks like a good book. I'm looking for things that ladybugs need. It's just a girl playing with a ladybug. I don't know if that's what it needs. This looks interesting to me because it looks like the ladybug is eating. Well, the ladybug needs to eat, so I'm going to take a closer look at this picture to see if I can figure out what it is. It looks like they're eating tiny green bugs. Huh. So, what are they called? The aphids. You remembered. Oh my goodness. So I'm taking what? So I remember from that book. Those tiny green bugs are called aphids. What book was that from, Quiz?
The Grouchy Ladybug.
The Grouchy Ladybug. So I can write on my Post-it, a ladybug eats aphids.
Or aphids.
I think you say aphids, if I'm not mistaken. A ladybug. Where can I find the word ladybug if I don't know?
Cover.
On the cover.
Ladybug.
Ladybug. So I'm going to actually move my Post-it here so I can copy the word ladybug. L-A-D-Y. A ladybug eats aphids. And actually, do you know what? There's that word aphids right there.
So you can help that.
I can help because I already knew that from that book we read last week. Period at the end of my sentence. So there you go. I just found a fact that the ladybug eats aphids. That's something it needs to survive. Did I even read any of the words in this book?
No.
No, I used what I know. I used my knowledge. And I used the pictures in this book to help me find a fact about what the ladybug needs. So I'm going to put it on the needs section of our research chart so that we can keep track of all of our new learning. Okay? So do you think you can do what I just did?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So each group is going to get some books about a different insect. Either a butterfly, a ladybug, a bee.
A bee.
Some people might get books about ants.
Oh.
Now, are you looking for what those bugs look like?
No.
Are you looking for their life cycles?
No.
What are you looking for?
Needs.
Their needs. You're looking for things that that insect needs. You're going to find a fact using the pictures, the words, or what you already know. Write it on your Post-it, and then we're going to add it to our needs section of our research chart. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Okay.